Okay.
Hello.
Hello,
Hello.
everybody.
Howdy.
Hello.
Welcome to game. Whatever happened in Arvendow. Now, would everybody like to introduce themselves and their characters that you're gonna play?
I suppose I'll start and we'll go down the list. Hello, everyone. I am Noodle, or Udon, or Pasta, or whichever variation thereof you are feeling like today. And I am bringing in a horrible, terrible rogue by the name of Jubilee Yukon.
Hi, I am Fletch, and today I'm going to be playing a horrible little terrible rogue, but make him a detective and also 6.
Baby.
He's very
Hello.
baby.
Hello, I'm Tallestnull, and I will be playing Elsie Breeze, a half-toon, half-air spirit, college student. She's on a bit of a walkabout right now. Don't ask how she got here.
Fair enough.
Alright.
I guess I'm Wammie. The character I'll be playing is Koi, the barbarian mouse.
It was a
Fantastic.
Rubber
I love him already.
hose. It was a rubber hose tune, right?
Yeah, it was Rubber Hose, yeah.
Okay. Making sure. Alright. Well, you all sound so lovely. And of course, I am Shadowroon. I will be your DM for today. Please be gentle. I'm fragile.
We'll be nice.
We will do our best.
Can't count on Dice Parser being nice, but hopefully Dice Parser's nice too.
Oh no. Okay. Alright, well, we'll start this off. And you guys are traveling on a train. And it's not a very nice looking train, actually. It's actually kind of run down. And it's rickety. It looks like some parts are in need of repair. There's some cracks in the glass, some tape kind of put over it to kind of keep the heat in from seeping out. And of course, the tickets for this train was actually really, really cheap. And you are traveling through. Looks like you're starting to go into a desert part in the Giznet Kingdom. And so what are your thoughts on this train?
I'm gonna roll to see if, because we were talking about this earlier. This is probably Elsie's first time on a train. I'm gonna roll if she gets motion sick because very fast. Ka-kunk, ka-kunk, ka-kunk.
Yeah, the seats probably aren't very comfortable either.
That's
Yeah.
Oh,
Not doing so hot, are ya?
Oh.
Yeah, her hair, which usually resembles like a cloud, is just kind of droopy and like dark colored. Kind of resembles a storm cloud in the horizon, just like kind of depressing. It's like, why?
You've made a poor decision. Well, I can definitely say Jubilee, at least, has been posted up by the windows, keeping a very close eye out. Just mainly trying to see if there's any birds following the train. Probably not. Do you want me to roll?
If you'd like to. You guys can roll whatever you think you need to.
Sure, let's see.
Have some
Let's get
flavor.
some perception for you, my dear Juby.
that
Yeah.
is a net 20.
Mhm.
Oh, wow.
Fitting. I mean, he's been a bit jumpy this whole time and really hasn't looked away from that window at all. But he's not
come
seeing
on.
any of the birds that he's worried about, so it's probably fine. Probably
Yeah,
fine.
nothing bad has ever happened on a train.
Nothing bad at all. Really, this is the first train that he could get on, and he is just, so long as it's moving, it's good enough. It's good enough. It's good enough.
Yeah, it's fine. Camille is probably seated like in the way back of the train in a little corner. Don't ask why a 6-year-old is traveling alone. he's fine. He also might be using his horrible little 18 passive perception just to keep an eye on everyone.
There's definitely been some glances towards this child. That's a very small child, all alone.
I should remind you that you appear to be the only ones in this cart right now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
There's a
it's fine.
6-year-old on this cart. Why is there a 6-year-old? You definitely get some concerned glances when he's not looking at the window.
Politely ignores the concerned glances. It's fine. He's fine.
You're
He's
6.
Hey.
You're small.
He is a completely normal 6-year-old who is 2'8" and do not look at the average 6-year-old height. I know. It's fine.
No, this is Tunes. Tunes are odd heights.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
It looks like you should be in school, kid. What are you doing out here on the train? God. And she's not doing okay.
Yeah, I picture Elsie either like taking up two seats completely, just laying down, trying to just let it pass, which is probably not helping because it's bump, 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 bump.
Oh no.
Your head's probably hitting the seat, like kind of bouncing up and down. You're probably gonna get a bigger headache from this.
Yeah. So I think Elsie's gonna stand up after emptying another like waste bucket out the side of the train.
Oh.
Gets a sympathetic wince.
So I guess
gonna look for some water.
So Koi was just sleeping on the windowsill. Just dazzling, and I rolled for dexterity to see if I were to wake up falling on the floor or I landed it. I rolled a 15. Not sure.
Pretty good.
So do I land it?
Let's see. If you rolled a 15, I would say that you probably were about to be like bounced off. Maybe a particularly hard bounce kind of like woke you up, and you're like, just as you're like gonna fall off the edge, you manage to grab yourself, kind of scrabble back on, and it's kind of like brighten yourself up, like, oh, that didn't happen.
Alrighty. Yeah.
Hopefully nobody
Where in
saw
the
that.
desert?
I look over at Camille's 18 passive.
Looks at that nat 20 perception. Somebody saw it. At least 2 people saw it.
Oh.
It's fine.
Well, you don't have long to dwell on that because there's an announcement over the badly damaged intercom. The voice sounds incredibly tired, as if they were very annoyed of having to supposedly repeat this line several times, like in the past week. And the voice announces in a tired voice that they are unfortunately going to have to make an emergency stop because apparently there's going to be some emergency repair to the train. So it's going to be delayed for about a day. And so just as he's saying that, the brakes are hit. You guys probably almost like kind of fall forward a bit, as the train comes up to the nearest little tiny ramshackle station. And now you have to get off.
Yeah. Question. Tallest, wasn't your character standing?
Yeah.
How's she
Want to roll a
dealing with
dex save?
Yeah.
Sure. Do I have any bonuses to that? No. So that is. Oh no!
Ouch! You were looking for that water. You weren't looking for the train to stop.
It's like, oh, just like immediate trips over self, skids a little. Oh, why?
But at least you didn't face land.
Okay, she's gonna mumble something, and I think, if anyone wants to roll a, what would be like an eavesdropping test? I would assume perception, or
Yeah, that's perception.
yeah.
Yeah. Let's roll some
Okay.
perception. Let's be nosy.
That's
God.
Wow.
We're very nosy.
I think you will hear, and it'll be quite like, wait, what? I knew I should have taken the tree.
That's
3.
a normal thing to say in Einquo.
Oh.
I heard
dear.
nothing.
No.
Nope. You're getting off this train. You're. Oh,
You
dear.
didn't hear them. You didn't hear the mumbling.
I didn't even notice she fell.
Oh.
You are just out here blinking out the after nap sleepies.
Just woke up.
Okay. Well.
I think Jubilee's gonna get up and help Elsie up. So why not? Let's be a bit of a gentleman.
Oh, that's nice.
Okay, I'm gonna roll. Okay. Good. I'm glad that you only decided to do this after the train stops, Camille. Camille's gonna go over to you and gonna pull out some motion sickness medicine and hand some to you.
Aww.
Thank you.
So, not used to trains, are we?
No, I think I usually walk places.
Same, and, well, you certainly picked... Well, I don't have anything nice to say about this train, so I'm just not going to say it. You
It's
certainly
cheap.
picked a train.
Yeah,
You picked a
was
train.
Cheap. It was cheap, and well, I'm still on a student budget, so.
Ugh.
Makes sense.
Well,
okay.
Well,
your child, how do you know about budgets? What? What are you even doing here? You look like you should be in school. Do you have class? Are you supposed to be out here? Where are your parents? Why are you alone?
Are you talking to Camille?
Yes.
Camille is just looking up at you with big ol' eyes. And yeah, this chat, that was a deception, so you can
Yeah. What is yours? Oh, he has okay. It's okay. Yeah. Fitting.
Yeah, don't worry. This child kinda just gives you a little smile and walks off the train. Does not answer a single damn thing.
Okay. Sure. This is fine, I suppose. Ugh.
This is Einquell, it's fine.
Yeah.
There's unattended children everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what? I would want to disagree, but I can't.
Okay. You all are shut off the train. You're all shut off the train. Now you're standing on the station. All the train staff, they're kind of sort of ignoring you, just going about trying to get this train moved somewhere else. And as you stand outside, you could see there's like a lot of like duct tape kind of placed over parts in this train. They've like replaced some pieces. There's a window that's been covered up with like a crayon drawing of a window.
Oh no.
Camille kind of just gives a little sigh, and he's gonna go move over to probably the board where all the trains and their schedules are posted.
Here.
Because a day is a long time to have to stay here.
Mm-hmm.
He has school.
I'm gonna follow the kid.
Fortunately, from what you can tell, this is kind of the only train running through here. This is actually not a very well traveled area. So there's really no need to have a whole bunch of trains moving back and forth all the time. Except the main ones are mostly cargo trains. In fact, you can see there's some cargo on here. It's kind of doubling as a passenger train because that's literally the amount of people who travel through here. You could fit maybe half of a car of people.
Mm.
But you do see in the distance there is a little road, and you could see sort of like a bunch of small hills, and right over them you could see some really dark thunderclouds kind of circling over it. Right?
Well, that's not ominous at all. Ugh, that looks like
What
the
you
only
looking
place.
at as she's chugging the motion sickness medicine like a Red Bull?
Oh my gosh.
You
Camille
just
says,
get
"Look
an
a little
impressed
bit."
glance.
Yeah.
Go on.
From Camille, he actually looks a little bit disturbed at that, but you know what? It's fine. It's
College will
fine.
do wonders to you, kid, both good and bad.
Never went to college.
Oh.
Oh, same.
It's not the worst, but you know, things. Yeah.
So you just get a kind of look towards you chugging the med.
Amazing.
Well,
Oh my gosh.
I don't
Yeah.
see anywhere else around here except over yonder.
Yeah, also, I almost forgot this, but why don't, for funsies' sake, why don't y'all run a investigation roll if you so desire on Camille, because he does actually have a thing.
Investigation. Yeah, I'm good at that. Should be smart. We're very smart. Yep, we're very smart. That's a 2. I'm entirely deceived by this child. This is just a child.
Yeah, so,
Strange child.
yeah, his DC is actually 15, so tell us, you're the only one who meets it. For you, and you specifically, the longer you look at Camille, the more you can kind of see through some things. This kid is using disguise self to look more like a toon. You can kind of, you can basically see a whole bunch of little discrepancies where the illusion doesn't quite cover. So, there you go. Have fun with that.
I'm okay. So I think Elsie's brain goes to are they real kind? Are they a half? Maybe.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you can tell that he's still pretty easily part toon. Even as the illusion fails for you, you can see he still has an outline and all that. So it's very much a half toon.
It's being young and insecure about that. That's rough. I don't know how to speak to children that well. Most I speak to children is my little sister, and it's mostly yelling at her to get away from things, you gremlin.
Understandable.
So
The true sibling experience.
Yeah. I think she's just gonna like try to shake it off. Probably like end up near Camille, like walking alongside. But like fun anecdote that I wanted to put in last time I got to play Elsie. Her preferred mode of transportation is she'll cast like a cantrip and then use her magic to make little air like balls under her heels and just heely around.
Oh, that is so dramatic and extra. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she'll just like roll around near the kid and just keep him company because she doesn't quite know what to say.
Yeah, and
well, you better watch it because I'm standing right next to him.
Oh yeah,
oh boy.
very short. You could probably run him over by accident if you're not careful.
Oh boy.
Please.
Do you want a lift? It wouldn't be the first time.
That would be much appreciated.
I don't have my work shirt on, so she's gonna pick up. Are you okay? Technicality question: are you like tiny sized or
5 inches?
5 inches.
Great. Very small.
Just like last time. So she's wearing like a jean jacket that's a bit oversized for her, and there's like probably a pocket. She'll just like stick you in one of the like the breast pockets. It's like, there you go. Just yell if you need something.
That's adorable.
That's wonderful.
I peek my little head out the pocket.
Oh.
This is exactly like last time.
History repeats itself.
What happened last time?
Things out of game. Go watch the Mirage Island games. Lots of things happened there.
Fair.
The good things.
Hopefully.
Your silence speaks volumes.
Like, most of it was fun. Most of it was fun. And then the last bit happened, and now she's terrified.
We're great. We're doing good. This is fine.
It's all good.
She got a business card.
Trauma.
Oftentimes those things go hand in hand for some reason.
Trauma and business cards?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if you say so. Alright. Well, okay, back to the...
Does it look like there is anywhere else that they could possibly go aside from the direction along the road towards the storm clouds?
And then, as you are saying that, you hear a very cheerful voice behind you say, "That is correct. That's Arvendow." And you guys turn around to see this. And let's see. If I'm gonna post the artwork, should I put it in player discussion?
Game Zone, maybe?
Usually we do Game Zone, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, Game Zone's good.
In Game Zone? Okay. Alright, so the art. You see. Give me just a second. Both this weirdo.
Oh boy. Is it weirdo derogatory or weirdo affectionate?
Weirdo affectionate and
Nice.
I think both. Just both.
Weirdo derogatory affectionate or weirdo affectionate derogatory.
So in the Game Zone, here we go. See this weirdo behind you.
I see.
Yes.
Oh, this is fine.
Yes. He stepped off the train behind you. Apparently he was also riding on it. You just probably didn't notice him.
Yeah. Camille just immediately actually, let's see.
And yes, that is a mask he's wearing. It's just emoting his expression.
Wonderful. For a moment, Camille looks very disturbed by this, but then it's back to kind of worried, tired baby look. This is a perfectly normal child who is going to try and run insight on this person.
Huh.
Oh, wow.
Dirty 20. I once again apologize for this kid.
No. So, the insight. Okay, so what you get from this guy? You can tell he's a cleric, and he would tell you himself, but you could tell that he's a traveling doctor, and he's yeah. I guess if you like saw through him, you could see that he is actually very genuine with his emotion right now. He's actually really happy to be talking to some people. You know, maybe even be traveling with you. Because he probably thought he was going to be traveling alone for a while. Yeah, you got another member on your team.
I'm gonna roll an investigation on the character.
It's a D20.
Almost. So decent.
Decent? Yeah.
Yeah, it's more than 10.
Investigation. Well, for that, I would say that you certainly don't recognize this guy. You don't recognize him as any kind of known criminal.
That mask.
Oh, the mask is part of his. It's like his doctor's outfit. You know, prevent diseases from like breathing diseases and all that when he's working on his patients. Yeah. Well, yeah.
But
he comes up.
nice.
He comes up and he goes to shake your guys' hand, and he introduces himself as Dr. Lightening. I can type his name if you guys want to like see like how it's spelled.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah, go ahead. I think we can all picture it though.
Okay.
I think if he introduces his name, Elsie will just be like, "Wait, okay, I've met enough tunes. Yeah, okay."
Okay. You actually can't tell like what kind of like what race he is because he's covered head to toe in his doctor's outfit. So, would you type it in a chestnut gallery or back in the game zone?
Usually most of the stuff related to the game would go in game zone, I think.
Yeah. I can't wait to see how enraged.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wait, what?
Oh, I typed the how his name is like spelled. Like, so you can call him Dr. N if you would like.
Dr. N Lightning.
Yep.
For the record, Jubilee does politely decline to shake his hand.
Fair enough. He doesn't seem offended by it at all.
Mhm.
Well, that's like, oh, precautious, I see. You don't want to spread germs.
Sure. Yeah.
I reach out with my tiny little hand to shake his finger.
Oh.
He would be so happy to shake your finger. He's like, well, it's so delightful to meet you.
Yeah. Camille does take the handshake with a big old baby smile of his own. Like he does after, of course, the moment of very intense staring at this random new person, but now he's good. And as you shake his hand, he's like, I'm Camille.
Oh, very nice to meet you, Camille. Oh, where are your parents? Is this your family you're traveling with? And he looks at the rest of you guys.
No, I don't know these people. No. Mm-mm.
Yeah, Camille. He's just gonna say that, I was coming home from a trip, but then the train broke down, and that's a deception roll.
Okay, yeah. Alright.
Yeah, that's fine. That's normal.
Yeah.
Like, oh, yes, that train. Oh, it's been broken down more times than I've even. Anyway, so he claps his hand. He's like, so, shall we get going? I think this town is the only one that's actually nearby right now. From what I heard, they're supposed to be a friendly lot. They probably set us up with a room for the night until the train gets fixed.
Right. Sure. I suppose we've got nowhere else to go. Doesn't look like there's... It's a smart idea to just walk out into the desert.
As you're saying that, Dr. N is currently walking up onto the trail into the desert towards the town. He's like, okay.
Okay, sure.
I mean, look, I've been to weirder places. As she just healies away.
Yeah, Camille
Yeah,
is also following. Like, well, we have to sleep somewhere.
He really just takes a look around at the sky again and then just shakes his head. Like, sure, let's go. This place is probably not on a map. It's fine.
Isn't there like thunderclouds in the distance?
The doctor hears you. He's like, oh yeah, supposed rumor that this town's cursed, but I think that's just a nasty rumor that they're spreading. It should be fine. It's probably just a passing storm.
What kind of curse?
Like, oh, he's like talking to you as he's just like kind of walking along all happily, just like, oh, just these clouds just appeared about a week or so ago, and they didn't leave. So there was just a quick rumor that was going around about a curse, but again, no evidence towards this, so we should just take it with a grain of salt. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
heading there, I guess we could ask what's going on.
Yeah, Camille does actually seem more genuinely interested in this than anything else all night.
Yeah.
Fine. He's a detective. It's fine.
Mm-hmm. Then Juby's fine. Juby's fine. Don't worry about that roll. That's nothing. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about it. It's fine. We're good. Everybody,
Progressively higher pitched.
Yeah.
The temptation to do an insight. Oh.
What?
That wasn't intimidation. No.
Intimidation?
Investigation?
No, intimidation.
Intimidation.
Intimidation towards the doctor, telling him, I am not afraid of no curse.
Oh.
He's like, I'm sure you're not. You seem like you're very brave. You're very brave group.
Yeah. So, GB.
Oh, hi. Well,
I'm so sorry.
No, this is fine. No, you see, Jubilee is definitely fidgeting with something that he's got tucked under the collar of his sweater. And he's looking nervous at the mention of a cursed town. Yeah, he's nervous. He's definitely nervous.
I mean, he doesn't know for sure if it's a real curse or Elise not until he gets there.
Jubilee's not exactly the most lucky person in the world.
Luck is a matter of perspective.
Yeah.
I look over at Camille. I look away.
Yeah, so yeah, Camille, you get that. Other than that, that was 17. He's hiding it pretty well. He's doing a decent job. There's fidgets here and there that give it away.
He's doing a really good job. Unfortunately, Camille's just like that.
Camille is a gremlin and sees all.
Yeah. basically, let's see. I'm not sure what he would do with that information. He's just gonna file it away for now and act on it if it gets worse.
Fair enough.
What you can do. Alright, well, as you're walking along this dusty trail, the Dr. Ann's kind of pointing out the few plants that are growing along, maybe just kind of mentioning, like, maybe like, how they could be used in medicine or what they could be good for and all that. Just making small talk, trying to pass the time.
There's probably a few minutes before Jubilee pipes up again, like, okay, you did say potentially cursed. Or at least, is it just the storm clouds? Do you have any idea what's going on in this place?
He looks back at you, smiling brightly, and says, absolutely not. And keep going.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Legit sounds like he's just a really happy person.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is fine. This is fine. Jubilee is sulking a little bit. He's not exactly comforted by that. The fact that there's no clue and they're still walking towards this place. Just glance back towards the train a few times. Like,
he's gonna go sleep on the bench at the station.
He would.
Some people do that.
He's pretty tempted, but we'll see.
Yeah.
Dr. Ann would recommend against doing that because of exposure, and that there might be some rain later, and that's bad for your health. And he's just gonna go on this whole tirade about how it's bad for your health, medical stuff.
Rain always makes my hair poofy. It's as she fiddles with a literal cloud.
Kind of pulling it down over their ears. He's like,
Just saying, as the doctor keeps ranting about bad for your health, Jubilee does pull out some smokes and lights one, staring the doctor dead in the eyes.
I legit thought you were gonna say he pulled out the smokes and stuck them both in his ears.
It's like, you should care about your health. No.
Smoking's bad for you, kids.
Firstly, not a child. Secondly, I think I'll be okay.
Fair enough. Keep walking. And you make it to the entrance of the town. And then you see a big old town sign. This says, big bright letters like, welcome to Arvendow. And then you see some smaller signs that says, Harvest Festival coming soon. Harvest Festival is here. And as you walk into the very first section of the town, you are met with absolute silence.
Well, that's odd.
For a festival, this is the least festive thing I've seen.
I rolled for it. I rolled for investigation. I want to. No, wait. Yeah, investigation. Just looking around in town. Yeah.
Well, with the 18th,
anything else I see?
Well, you see a town. You see you're in like a very small neighborhood, like on the street, and you can see there's some houses and some buildings like leading down to the main square. It's not a huge town, so it's roughly like it's decent size, but yeah, you could probably walk around it in a couple hours. But yeah, as far as you can tell, there's nothing, and on the houses that you can see from your point of view, they appear to be boarded up, and there seem to be very thick coverings over the doors and the windows, and even some over the overhangs.
Yeah. There's a lot.
Yeah.
Very welcoming, aren't they?
Yeah, that's. That's not normal.
Yeah, Camille is going over to the nearest house.
Yeah.
He's not waiting for anyone.
No.
Oh, I should say that some of the houses had it. Some of them actually don't. But the houses that don't have any coverings on them, they are completely dark inside, like they've been abandoned. So
Fun.
are you going up to one of those houses, or are you going up to one that has like a covering on it?
He's going to go to one of the covered ones first.
Mhm.
And you're just gonna knock on the door, look in the window.
Yeah, he's gonna try and peek through the window if there's any gaps in it. But if there's not, then he's gonna do a knock.
Okay, well.
He also might not be tall enough to get to look through the window.
Well, I can say that as soon as you start to shift the covering of the window, you hear a shriek from the inside. Don't let the light in!
What? Oh,
Camille just
Uh-huh.
freezes.
What the?
So there's definitely someone in there, and they definitely saw you moving the cover on the outside somehow, despite the thick curtains pulled across the window on the inside. It seems like they are being very vigilant in here, watching their doors and windows.
So Camille's just gonna pipe up with his little baby voice, like, the light?
You hear this voice, the light, yes, the light, the sun, don't let it in.
Why don't you want the sun coming in?
It's like, don't you know it's the... And you can hear they're currently talking to somebody else in there, debating on whether or not they should continue talking to this strange child that's outside their house.
a child, though.
Yeah, it's just a normal old 6-year-old trying to break in.
Yeah, in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
Hey, don't blame us for that. We got left off here.
And then you just hear the voice just call back again, just talk to the mayor. They'll explain everything. I can't come to the window. I just can't.
Yeah.
Wait,
Camille?
I'm a little confused.
What?
Is it daytime or nighttime?
I'd say it's night right now.
Where's this light store?
Yeah, so it's a bit odd. Yeah, this is a bit odd that it's night, so the people are still in their homes terrified of there being
A
a light
light.
outside.
Fun.
I mean, it's probably going to be a few hours until dawn, so...
Yeah, Camille's gonna pull away from the window a little bit, and where is this mayor?
Just keep walking straight. You'll get to the town square. You'll see a big fountain. Big building there, big fancy one. Our mayor lives there.
Camille nods at that with a thank you and trots back to the group.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna hop out the pocket.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna approach the same house the kid went to, and I'm gonna try to sneak in.
Oh boy.
I would say you try that, but I think Dr. N actually is gonna stop you. He's just like, we probably shouldn't be breaking into homes right now. He's like, let's just all go talk to the mayor and see what's going on.
Alright.
Save it for later. If the mayor's not helpful, we can start breaking and entering.
Dr. N's in the background, looking really nervous, just
Should be easy for me.
He's like, you can't really argue against them because...
Look, just because you can break and enter a place easily doesn't mean you should.
Yeah, these people are already distressed enough, so...
It's only bad if they find out.
I mean, that is also true.
Yeah.
And that house does know we're here.
I mean, there's some other houses too, other covered houses. But yeah, so you've been instructed to go see the mayor. You want to go talk to him?
Oh,
Yeah, Camille's a nosy little shit, so he was going, so he's going right there.
Alright.
Wait, wouldn't the mayor be asleep right now? Or
those people were awake and they seemed to think the sun was out.
yeah, suppose
So.
you're right.
And if the sun is bad, you don't want to be caught outside when it comes up.
Probably not.
So, alright, so you keep walking down the road, and you pass more houses, all covered up or seemingly abandoned. And again, it's just empty and it's quiet. There's nobody out at all. Although that wasn't until you start getting towards the town square. As soon as you get there, you see a couple. You see a couple hurrying down the road, going into one of the homes. And I won't make you roll for this, but you can see this couple is covered head to toe in heavy clothing, wearing wide brimmed hats. You can't see any part of their skin at all.
Interesting.
That sounds familiar.
They frantically open the door. They dive in with their bags of groceries that they were going on a grocery run, and then like slam the door behind them. And yeah, you see them probably adjusting everything inside to make sure that nothing gets into the cracks.
Alright, so these people are terrified of the sun. So either, I'm thinking vampires right now, might be vampires.
I mean, that's the obvious one, but like, okay, so we're toons.
Yes.
It's either exceedingly obvious or something completely out of left field.
Well, good point. But also consider... Okay, good point. Good point, very fair. He just like pauses for a minute, like, well, no, yeah. Okay. Can I say, the whole time that they've been walking, Jubilee's been looking for like an inn or like a hotel or something, just seeing if they pass by anything that looked like, maybe somebody could stay there. He's not thrilled about it, but it just seems odd that this place is so suburban, even if it's small. And it's the one stop on this train station. It's just... something seems weird here. Beyond the curse. At least to him.
Yeah.
As you're walking into town square, you see that there's some little shops along the road, like in a kind of a roundabout sort of way. And through one of them, you could see that there's an open sign, like on the outside of it. So one of these shops is still open. It's got very large windows, so obviously they've been covered up. But you can still see the sign that says Sandy Soda Bar and More. And then, of course, you could see the mayor's house. So you can go and see if you could talk to some people if you want before seeing the mayor.
Wait
Did you
a
say
second.
bar and morgue?
What?
Yeah.
No, sorry.
No, soda bar and more.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry.
There's not a morgue.
I also heard the morgue bit.
Oh, goodness.
It's a play on words.
I heard
Yeah.
s'more.
Oof.
I was concerned.
The theming of a restaurant like that would be impeccable.
Yeah.
No. You could order lunch and schedule a funeral if you want.
Nah. Jubilee's gonna look over the group. So, we have options here. Either we go straight to the person in charge, or talk to some of the locals if they're even in there. Probably a shopkeep.
Let's visit the bar.
We're gonna hit the bar. I
Yeah.
glances at the child.
The child seems unperturbed by this turn of events.
I mean, I'm sure there's juice at the bar. This is Toons.
About how alcohol is not very good for your health. At least a large amount of alcohol is not good for your health.
Well, so is 2 weeks of utter darkness.
Yeah. And being, not being in the sun, that does seem to be bad. Little bit bad.
True. Okay, that's true. So yeah, he will follow you to the soda bar, and what is it you guys were rolling?
Camille rolled a deception at the mention of a juice bar.
Jubilee has been watching this kid.
And since meets it beats it, for a moment, the baby act he's been doing drops, and he just looks so annoyed at the concept of a juice bar. Though he recovers relatively quickly.
It's a soda bar, really.
Yeah.
Alright, I think we'll go here first.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you head to the soda bar, you push back the several layers of blankets and other sheets that have been placed over the door. Kind of push your way in, there's more sheets and things placed on the other side of the door. And as soon as you kind of sweep them aside as the door closes behind you, you're actually in a very brightly lit little restaurant. And of course, there's a little bar in the corner. You can order your sodas and milkshakes. But yeah, it's very pink. Not in an obnoxious kind of way. It's a really very charming, very countryside kind of look to it.
Yeah. Anyone manning the place that we can see right off the bat?
You want to roll perception?
Sure. Yes.
I will go ahead and do one for the doctor. If I even could find his sheet, which I had with me. There it is.
What kind of check?
Perception.
Okay.
So okay. So it looks like so did everybody roll?
Yep.
Yeah, I am so sorry to go away, Jubilee.
No, it's fine. The place is very pink.
Camille and Elise, you see somebody. The thing is that they're actually roughly the same color as the walls, and they were just standing against it, kind of nodding off. But then this person kind of looks up, and you could see their outline kind of moving, and like, oh, a customers, and then you see this little UPA tune kind of dart out from the wall they were leaning on, totally not sleeping.
Really not.
Rush to the counter, hopping up, giving you really friendly smiles, like, hello, welcome in. Anything I can get for you? I haven't had any outsiders from a couple weeks, but I'm very glad to see you. And they're giving you a very strange smile, the whole retail kind of. Despite the chaos that's going on, they are still manning their posts.
Service industry solidarity.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That sure hits hard.
Yeah.
Camille probably goes on goes on up to the bar, and let's see. He manages to get onto the stool. So clambers up just fine. Looks very tiny on it, but he's doing his best, and is just like, has something happened?
And this little EPA like smiles, just like, oh no, no. Their kind of smile kind of wavers, and then it's like she sighs. It's like, okay, yes, something did happen. You probably heard the rumors already. She kind of leans on the counter, just so exhausted now. Yes, we had a curse placed upon us.
It's unfortunate. Do you happen to know who did it or why they'd cursed such a charming little town?
She just shakes her head a bit, just and says, I don't know who it was, but it was some wizard or sorcerer. He just kind of strolled in during our harvest festival, and then he just decided to curse us. Our mayor, she's been protecting us. She placed the cloud cover over us to protect us, but there's only so much you can do. She uses up all her energy just to keep it up there, and we're too afraid to even leave the town to try to get help, because what happens if the sun comes up and we don't make it in time?
So, okay, what kind of curse is this exactly?
Yeah.
This curse that just, as soon as the sun touches us, we're gone. We're just gone. Nothing left. Didn't you see the empty houses out there? Those used to be filled with people. We were all out in the fields. And then those who were in the shade were lucky, and those who were out in the sun, as soon as the curse was placed, they were gone. They were just gone. And she's trembling now, because probably remembering how she was so close to being caught in that during that day.
Well.
Like,
Okay.
I attempt to climb onto that countertop.
You actually slide off a few times. You get a grip on it, and then you kind of slide off, and I think Sandy's gonna kind of lean over and just kind of like scoop you up a bit, kind of like put her hand under you and kind of pull you up a bit, just like, oh, there you go.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll an Arcana check, like ambiently, like what would Elsie know like about curses? Because okay, have I read anything about curses? Usually in stories, there's a way to break curses, but okay. 5. Okay, nope.
Oh,
Mm.
that actually.
Jock brain activated when nerd brain needed to activate.
I asked to.
We need to go beat someone up.
I asked the keeper, how long has the curse been around?
I was like, almost about 2 weeks. Yeah. We don't get a whole lot of foot traffic here, so it's kind of hard to send a message out. Even then, I think the clouds are keeping people away, because the rumors about how they're cursed now. But really, the clouds aren't part of it. They're what's protecting us. But we can only stay in the dark for so long. Our crops are actually starting to get affected by this. We're a farming town. All of us here rely on our crops to, as our business. But it's like we can't even go in the fields anymore.
What? Okay. This is a strange ask, but have you ever considered becoming mole people, living underground?
It's like, oh, well, actually. has like a hand drawing of like a map. She's like, I was thinking if we started now, in about 50 years, we could at least have a small town under here. We'll have a school over there. She's got like this whole map just pointing.
Oh my god.
All of our shovels are kind of old, so we have to use our spoons, and it'll be hard to get any shipments from here. But I'm sure.
Camille was taking notes before this, but as she trails off on this, he kind of just stops and looks up at her. Like, would it just be easier to break the curse? And
I mean, yeah, there's that. Yeah.
Yeah. He tucks away the notepad and actually pulls out, because he's also an artificer on top of a rogue. Because I like to suffer. And he pulls out a replicate wand of magic detection.
Hmm.
Oh.
How would that work?
It's a replication of the magic item Wand of Magic Detection, which has 3 charges, and you can expend 1 to cast Detect Magic, which, and let me pull up the spell for you, because...
So, we have this. Try and track down what? How do curses even work? Well, most of the time. Know a few. You'd think the idea would be that you put a curse on a place, a person. Like, it has to have a target in specific, doesn't it?
Yeah, like, okay. I think the mayor would probably be the best person to maybe talk about to this, because, like, wording is important in magic.
Is it?
I believe so. It's about what you want to do. It's about intention, and I'm not the best at magic. A lot of my magic comes from genetics, kind of just gust of wind, picks up for a bit. But from what I know about magic, it's kind of the divide between intention and product.
Mm-hmm.
What you plan to do and what you can actually do. So it's something like this, and I'm more working off of what I've been told from stories and things I've read while very bored in a library. Wording in curses is important, because the wording is how you break the curse.
Sounds about right.
Isn't the mayor like a magician or a wizard? And she's the one who's casting clouds over the town.
Right.
He would definitely know something about it.
Yeah, the mayor most definitely would know a lot more about this.
Fair enough. Well, suppose we'll go there next, but do keep the mole people idea in the background. That would be a far more interesting town. Also, mushrooms, a lucrative business.
Good idea. She's like writing that down in there. Like,
all right.
Room. It's like fields for mushrooms.
And Camille puts down the wand of detect magic for a moment, and kind of just places his places his hands on the top of the counter, like, but first, do you have any coffee?
Oh, yes, of course. Wait, how old are you? the doctor behind him is just like, oh, it's fine. Just humor him.
Give him decaf. Give him decaf.
Never played sweet.
Camille gives you a glare.
Jubilee just grins.
Alright, well, she's just gonna give you all just a complimentary coffee.
Can I get a root beer?
Oh, and a root beer.
Yeah,
Free
maybe not a
coffee.
coffee for the small child. It would stunt his growth.
Oh, okay.
My friend, I think that's already done. So.
Doctor's about to go into another monologue about the benefits and the pros and cons of coffee, and then but I'm pretty sure a lot of you probably glared at him, and you got the message.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? He gets disadvantage on this deception roll because y'all are bullying him that bad. Okay. Fine. I see how it is. He's just sitting here, but for the audience, he is internally just so he just wants a cup of coffee. Decaf tastes different. But
should give him his coffee. Customer's always right, and and she probably put some the coffees that have the whipped cream on it and the little chocolate syrup.
Nice.
oh my gosh.
Those really fancy ones. They have all the candy and stuff, sprinkles on it. Looks like a foot
Wonderful.
high. There you go.
Fantastic.
So she give
is
everybody
it
one if they want.
is it at least real coffee underneath?
There's real coffee in there underneath all that sweetness.
Then he's taking it.
You probably got a full size lollipop and cotton candy on it.
Oh my gosh.
That'll keep you awake.
He very carefully removes the actual pieces of candy and sweets and kind of offers them if anyone else in the party wants it.
Now, there is just a very blank look from those rose-tinted glasses. Just what is that monstrosity you have given to the child? What have you done?
You, in particular, are getting the cotton candy. Some of the whipped cream has gotten on it, so it's dissolving really fast. You just...
Jubilee shoves it in his mouth out of spite. All at once.
Oh my gosh.
Just sips at it like a normal person.
Yeah. Once all that shenaniganery is taken care of, he is just doing his best to sip it, even if there's just this giant thing of whipped cream on top.
Oh, this is fine.
Sandy looks pleased. That's probably the most popular drink in there.
Oh my gosh.
And of course, everybody else gets whatever drink that they want, and yeah, she's probably gonna add a bunch of stuff to it. So yeah, y'all get a free drink.
Free drinks. Huzzah!
I crawl into the glass.
Wonderful.
Oh.
Is it
Oh my
empty?
god.
Or are you just
No,
gonna swim in it?
No, I'm at the bottom drinking it.
Oh
wow.
I'm just gonna pick
That's
up that
fantastic.
glass. Well, finish mine. Pick up the glass with the tiny, and then just well, we're off to see the mayor. Bring the glass with us.
This is fine. This is fine.
It's fine.
Guys, I think I'm stuck. I can't crawl back out.
We'll tip you out.
Well, that's because it's a smooth surface.
It's fine.
Sandy waves you off as you head out the door. She ducks back somewhere just to make sure the light doesn't come in.
Yeah, Camille does grab his wand before he leaves, just for continuity's sake.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Did he use the wand yet, or?
He did not get the chance to, because he was too caught up in the euphoria of finally getting a real cup of coffee.
Plus some, and more.
And more.
That's where the
Child.
and more comes from.
Yeah, we sure did find out where the and more comes from.
So, Mayor's house.
Yep.
How's it looking, actually? Does it look like anyone's home?
It's actually pretty dark, but you could probably see some faint light, like candlelight, in one of the windows. It looks like maybe
Hmm.
somebody's like lit it there just to, so they have something to light their way if they have to move around.
Right. Well, two ways we go about this. Oh well. He's gonna walk right up.
Yeah. Doctor is also gonna go up and just politely knock. But yeah, you beat him to it.
Yeah. Just shout, "Hello? Anyone home?"
You shout or you knock or you do both?
Yeah, shouting more than knocking.
Okay. So
He can project his voice. He's a performer.
Victor's just like, maybe we shouldn't yell. Maybe we should just politely knock so we don't wake up the whole neighborhood.
To be fair, I think with all the layers, either A, they won't hear me, or B, if they're awake, they can be helpful.
Like, well, I think maybe we should just knock, and then as he says that, the door opens.
See, it worked.
Oh, all right. And in front of you is the mayor. I don't have any artwork of her, but I'll describe her in the best way. She is a half elf, half human. She's uh, she's actually very beautiful, wearing a very elegant dress, a deep purple dress, trimmed with raven feathers. And she seems very surprised to see you, but then she politely smiles, and then she beckons you to come in.
Hmm. Very well.
So you're all gonna come in?
He'll, yeah. Jubilee's gonna walk in, giving her a fair bit of distance. You don't get anything this time, Camille.
No, Camille was trying to run insight on the mayor, because for reasons.
Fair.
So your insight on her. Let's see. How would it best be described? For insight, you just see she's very tired looking. Like she looks very drained, you know. And yeah, and you notice she hasn't spoken a word to you as of yet.
Hmm.
And of course, you're gonna learn the reason why in just a second. She uses her magic to project images, and she's actually making words. And she greets you, saying, hello, welcome to Arvendow. I'm Mayor Viviana. It's like, and then she sets up another sign that says, like, as you can tell, I cannot speak. It's like, so I will talk to you in this manner. Viviana is actually a mute.
Understandable.
Wonderful.
Terribly sorry to interrupt you at this time of night, ma'am. However, our train did happen to break down, and we've come into town a bit curious about this curse that's afflicted your people. Of course, we went asking earlier. We do know a little bit, but we're curious. Perhaps might even be able to do something about it. Of course, we'll need to know about it.
I will say, Camille doesn't seem to have too much of a visible reaction, but he is, during this, basically always sticking close to one of the adults that is not the mayor. It's fine.
Yeah.
it's fine.
The mayor leads you to a table within the room. She, beckons you to sit down, offers you asking you if you want any tea or anything.
No, we're fine. We're fine.
I suspect Koi still stuck in the soda glass.
Wait, I thought someone tipped me out.
You said they were going to. I don't think they did yet.
Oh.
So he might still be in there.
I think if Koi wanted to be free, they'd have freed him.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Sit you down. In the room you're in, it's it's still very dark. Though it's neatly furnished. You see I won't make you roll for this one, but you see in the corner of the room, a glass case, and in it was a very large, sapphire-colored crystal ball. Looks like there's some magic in there.
Wonderful.
Huh. So, what can you tell us about how this just kind of waves back to the town started?
And Viviana sighs, she sits down, and she uses her magic to project both words and vague images to try to tell the story of what happened. And from what you've learned, that the town was just a normal, nice little town. The people in it got along very well. They were actually gaining more residents, moving into the town. Their crops were growing. Everything was going great. And then the harvest festival happened, and it started off in the morning just like any other harvest festival they had. And suddenly a man appeared. He seemed very angry, shouting at Viviana and the people. And then you see an image of him raising his arms and placing a curse upon the town. And as the sun shone down, the people in the images, they vanished. And as Viviana ran around trying desperately to gather her people into the shade, this man fled down a road past the fields, and as he ran, black vines grew out from behind him, blocking the road and preventing Viviana or anybody else who wanted to go after him from pursuing. And then, using the crystal ball, which helped channel her magic, she created the storm clouds in order to cover the sun over the town. And sadly, she was unable to do very much after that, as her magic is being used up to continue to keep the storm clouds in the sky, as well as preventing this curse from pretty much penetrating the town, because this wizard is also trying to dispel her clouds. So they're kind of locked in a battle right now. So it's a stalemate, as they're fiercely trying to overpower the other. And they are both, seems like they both might be drained. She's not too sure exactly how powerful this guy is, but she knows that he's using a lot of magic right now.
Okay. Punch a nerd. Got it.
Yeah.
Koi runs into the room, finally catching up with the group.
Oh.
And then when I see the wizard, I attempt to do a charisma roll on saying hi to her.
Oh.
You didn't have to roll. She would have greeted you anyway, giving you a very polite, very gentle smile. Maybe pick you up, set you on the table, offer you some tea.
I decline the tea. No, I rolled because one look at her, I was completely infatuated with her.
Oh my gosh.
Anybody
Well,
have a response to this?
Camille's just gonna table the mouse being attracted to the very scary lady for later. We don't have time to unpack all of that. Instead, he's gonna hold up his little wand of detect magic and kind of just go like, can I use this?
She and Viviana nods, gives you the go ahead.
All right. And so he casts detect magic, so I can sense the presence of magic within 30 feet of me, and I can use my action to see faint aura around any visible creature or object that bears magic, and I can learn its school of magic. So.
Well, you most certainly see the crystal ball in the corner is emanating some magic from it. And of course, if anybody tried to approach it, Viviana would kind of like herd you away from there because like that's a very fragile artifact that she has, and it's kind of the only thing standing between this curse and her people.
Cool. Does it have a particular school of magic, or is it more of a general thing?
It's I would say it's more of a general thing.
All right.
She uses this for like all sorts of things, but right now she's using it to counter a curse.
And does he pick up any magic on her, like from the curse?
No, actually, you don't.
Hmm.
She does not
Very.
seem to be affected by the curse. It seems like it was only placed on those the townspeople living in the town.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, he's just gonna file that away and
She does say like she like projects another like predicting that maybe this is some sort of maybe somebody who didn't like her family or who maybe some sort of rival from her ancestors a long time ago who just wanted to inflict some sort of emotional pain on her by doing this to her people.
So you really have no clue who this wizard person was? No, nothing at all, just maybe a rival is all you have. That's really all you have.
She nods. She projects another image, and this time she's asking you if any of you can maybe go and see if you could talk to this guy and maybe get him to stop what he's doing and what's this curse that's on our town.
Of course.
Oh, she's so happy to hear that. And what was the 21 for?
that's a deception, baby.
Oh, deception.
He's fine.
Oh. Okay. All right.
May I roll some insight on Viviana just because Jubilee is pressing X to doubt?
Go for it.
Oh.
Yep. That's fine. He's doubtful. I don't think he gets anything with that, with an 8.
Yeah. I'm still rolling with Camille's 14
It's
from
kind of
before.
hard to read intention from voice from like cue cards.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, she does express emotion, though she just looks very saddened, kind of annoyed too. Like she doesn't, she clearly wants to go deal with this person herself, but she can't risk that because, like I said, she's used up a lot of her magic already. So she's not even sure if she'll even be strong enough to, if they ended up fighting, he might easily overpower her. She doesn't really know the extent of his strength yet. though she does predict that he must be considerably weaker than what he was when he first arrived, considering how much magic he's still using to try to, counter hers. So that might be the only real advantage you have. Also, he probably doesn't expect anyone to come after him anyway.
Fair enough. I think we had the right idea earlier. Let's go punch a nerd. Seems like straightforward answer is the right one if we're all in agreement.
The doctor behind you is just like, maybe we could just speak to him. I mean, there must be a misunderstanding here.
I mean,
we'll try
we
speaking.
can do that, and then if he doesn't, stop killing people with sun, points to the town. Well, we will punch a nerd.
Doctor doesn't really like the fact they got to resort to violence. Well, I suppose if it's the best thing to do for the safety of people.
We'll hope for the best and prepare for the worst.
Trust me, Doc. If it's anything like the nerds back home, once they've gotten all their bluster and spell slots out, they just take one quick punch to the face and they'll be down. This is coming from a character with a 9 in strength. They're a sorcerer.
I've missed so much, but from the gist of it, we gotta go punch a nerd.
Punch a nerd.
Yeah, we're gonna go attempt to talk, and if talking fails, we punch the nerd.
Doctor's like, yes, we're gonna talk first. We are just gonna talk.
Mm-hmm.
He's just really nervous because he doesn't want to fight anybody.
Oh.
He's a cleric, for crying out. He's a traveling doctor. He's supposed to heal people.
Yeah.
Fine. Plausible deniability. He can just turn around. He doesn't have to watch.
Yeah, it's all cool.
Yeah. Look, if people are quite literally disappearing, that's more harm than good.
Yeah, he can't argue with that. So, are you guys gonna head to find this
guy? Someone should probably grab Camille though, because he wants to snoop so bad.
Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yeah. Juby's looking at the kid again because everybody else is in agreement with Plan Punch a Nerd. Kid's been awful quiet.
Yeah. The way this kid is fidgeting, you can tell that he wants to, between the way he's fidgeting and how he's looking around, you can tell that he very much wants to get up and start snooping around this lady's house.
Juby's gonna walk over to him, kind of tap his shoulder a few times, later. Alright? Save it.
Vivian is sitting right there in front of you guys, listening
to
the conversation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I think Vivian would be on the same page. We gotta go punch this nerd, so they stop terrorizing this nerd.
Mm-hmm. No, we're thinking about. Well, we have to come back. Obviously, we'd hope for some payment. Is that right? That's why he's jumping. I mean, also, our train broke down. It doesn't seem like there was anywhere to stay. This poor kid, he's had just a long day, hasn't he? Nudging Camille, come on, kid, play into it. If you want to snoop later, we need an excuse. And I will roll deception because I suppose we are trying to deceive for the matter of we're totally not going to go snooping. This is just, we're looking for other reasons and we're jumpy, we're nervous because a train broke down and now there's a curse. And, this is a lot more than we were expecting. And this is a child, obviously. This isn't a detective.
Viviana could probably just understand exactly what you guys are doing, but she's just playing along with it because she thinks it's so adorable.
Yeah. Okay, roll your descent. Cool.
17.
Yeah.
He's just
Oh.
a decent
Oh
liar.
no. I'm very
Kid.
I'm very sorry, but I have once again been bullied into doing the thing, and Camille has chosen the path of violence. So he's just gonna stare at you for a long moment before before he's just like, Arere? I just think maybe we could find something if we look around a bit more.
Look around town or look around here? Because if everything is still where it is from the Harvest Festival, that might be a good spot to start.
Probably is. Viviana then sends hold up a message saying nobody's actually been in the field where all this happened because obviously too many terrible memories. But yeah, that's also where the trail where this guy ran down is actually. So you are gonna have to pass through that field.
And Neil kind of mulls it over for a moment before deciding, yeah, fine, that's something he can do.
Nice.
Fair enough.
Viviana even mentions that if they're able to at least try to talk to this person, she'll offer them she has many rooms in her house. You could just spend the night and there. She has guest rooms.
Fair enough.
And of course she'll pay you in a way, just if you offer to help out a bit. The doc behind you, the doctor just eagerly accepts. He just wants to help.
Yeah,
I think Jubilee's set on helping too.
Yeah.
So everybody else in agreement?
Yeah.
Of course.
Let's
Alright. And she shows you a map, directing you, saying it's literally just behind the house is another road. Behind her house is another road that will take you straight to the field, and then straight to the path where this guy ran down. And before you leave, she hands you a dagger.
Oh?
Oh?
Who? Wait, to who?
Oh, she'll hand it to this
Don't say. Oh, it's a dagger. Jubilee would take it. Why not?
I don't think she's gonna hand it to the child.
What's with this dagger? Can we take a look at the dagger?
Yes, I have an image for it. Just give me just a second.
Yeah, please don't hand daggers to 6-year-olds.
Oh, no, she handed it to one of the adults. Don't worry.
Yeah. Probably Juby's got a knife or two.
A knife.
It's dangerous to go alone. Take this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of literally how the situation is going. Just find it for you. See, I'll just put it here in the game zone again.
Yeah.
Alright.
Let's see the knife. Let's see the knife.
Show us the knife.
Ooh.
Oh, it's a very pretty knife.
Oh, that is pretty.
Yeah. Rose dagger. It's effective against plant material. I can tell you that.
Fair enough.
And yep, it's enchanted.
We'll keep that on hand.
Yes, you might need
I kind of want to insight that. It's okay. Just a knife that is handy against the thing that the wizard is controlling.
Well,
Can this
that are blocking the way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna see if Elsie's brain can process. Like, wait a second, this might be a bit short of the full pie here.
Ooh, it's a 19.
Well, so Viviana, she yeah, you probably guessed it right, but Viviana's gonna show you yes, these vines are probably dangerous. Like I said, nobody's actually has gotten near them, but the fact that they're massive and they're black, yeah, probably not a good idea to go there unarmed or let yourself get pricked by these things.
Hmm.
Koi's feeling a bit jealous.
Oh.
He asks, "Do I get a present as well?"
She smiled at him and she's just like, of course. And then she's going to. You're probably going to get this later, but I'll just give it to you now. You're going to get. Hang on. She's going to give you. This. There you are. It's a little enchanted bottle. It can hold up to about 2 liters of liquid while containing its weight, which is like obviously less than a pound.
It's like the size of a D6, like a D20 can hold 2 liters of liquid.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Fantastic.
Yes.
This can hold so much Red Bull.
Oh no.
Oh my gosh.
Is there anything already in the bottle?
There's tea in it.
Fair enough.
What kind of tea?
Lavender tea. It helps calm you down.
Good taste.
Hmm.
Yeah, so you could carry that around with you. You know, it's like basically a compact water bottle.
I take it and I wear it like a backpack.
Oh, that's adorable.
So
Fantastic.
cute.
Just like wrap the chain like kind of crisscross around you.
All right.
Alright. Okay,
Out to the fields they go.
Yeah. And as you walk to the fields, you pass more houses. You pass some signs showing that you're going towards one of the farms. And as you pass through the gate, you can see there's like remnants of the festival. There were some tents that have been put up, and obviously they're kind of falling apart because nobody's been out here. Dirt's been kicked up. All the plants look like they've been the whole place looks abandoned. The plants are wilting, and yeah, it's kind of a mess. There's some like scraps of clothing, pieces of paper fluttering around. I mean, you could probably find some more stuff here if you wanted to look around.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, might as well look.
That's a 28 from Camille.
Investigation.
We'll do investigation. It's a straight D20. Yeah. Look, Jubilee's a little out of his element. The detective thing, that's not his jam. We're really not in his arena at all.
Well,
He has a cool dagger now. That's all.
Well, Jubilee and Elise, you probably have got yourself like a carrot and a potato that you pulled out of the field.
Oh my gosh.
And
I
Corey, you probably got yourself an apple.
love that there's a 6, a 9, a 9, and then there's the 6-year-old who is a 28.
Okay, well, Camille, you find a white scarf hanging from one of the empty stalls, and you pull it down, and you is your wand still detecting magic?
Has it been less than 10 minutes?
Say it's about 10 minutes is about to end.
Yeah, then it's probably just on the right before the spell ends.
Yeah. Yes, there is some faint magic coming off it. And you see on this white scarf there's a depiction of a rope, a water skin, an apple, a lantern, and a dagger. And this scarf, it's called the Scarf of Many Things. And how it works, yes, how it works is if you pull the thread, of the item out from it, the thread transforms into that item.
Oh, that is wonderful.
However, you can't put it back once it's pulled out. And once you use up the items, they are it's used up forever, and it becomes a normal scarf.
All right.
Yeah, I'll send you more descriptions on that later. I actually don't have an image for it because I couldn't find anything that looked like that.
Yeah, that's very fair.
Okay, you found that. All right, and so far that's pretty much all the useful stuff. I mean, I could say you also probably found some gold coins on the ground, as people were running. So you found about 12 coins.
Nice.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Someone roll insight on him because he's not about to disturb the crime scene.
Yeah. Oh, Jubilee, my dear, where have your rolls gone?
And you said it was insight?
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was about to just leave the money where he found it. He's a detective. He doesn't really do the whole
the doctors.
Mhm.
Oh,
Oh, wow.
Alright, so it's probably not that high DC, so Coin Elsie, this child has found money and is about to leave the money where he found it. So
does anybody else want to go pick that up, or are you're just gonna leave it there?
Yeah, I feel a little bad because it's the town, so I'm not gonna
probably
go taking it.
Alright, fair enough.
Jubilee is unfortunately a little absorbed into carving the potato he found into a duck.
amazing.
That's awesome.
So I guess we're not stealing from a crime scene today.
Not today!
Maybe
Evident.
tomorrow.
You never know.
Okay. Well, are you gonna proceed down the road through these trees? There's like a small forest like kind of bordering this farm, and then there's a dirt path leading through it. We're leading right into the darkness.
Yeah. Let's go. We've got to go this way. We should.
Yeah, Camille is going to... he is going to pull out what looks to be a little camera and just sling that around his neck, and also uses this moment to activate his glasses, which are actually a replicate goggles of night, so he has night vision now.
Nice.
Good.
I don't know those are goggles of night. Snaps fingers light.
Oh no!
Oh no, this is fine.
Oh no! Is that a con save?
It's just a cantrip to make light.
Well, no, because he has night vision goggles on.
I know. So I would say like dex save to like avert.
Yeah.
I'll do a con save because it's funnier because his con is bad.
Flashbang! Boom.
And that's that.
Oh my eyes!
So you probably activated the light spell like as he was literally right next to you. So suddenly you hear this child like scream and like cover his eyes.
Oh god!
And
What the heck are you doing back there?
doctor's
Just
gonna
turning
run.
on.
We're not just gonna run to check on him.
Just getting a flashlight ready. The kid just like looked directly at it. I think. Don't look directly at a flashlight. That's bad for you.
Yeah, and he
Doctor's
taps
like,
his
oh yeah,
glasses.
looking at bright light could actually cause us. I'm sure everybody gives him another glare, and he's like, oh.
Yeah, he like takes his glasses off and rubs at his eyes. Like, no, I just had. And he kind of trails off. He does not finish that sentence before he puts the glasses back on, and just leaves you hanging because maybe he doesn't want to be that weird kid with night vision goggles.
So, DM, I have a quick question. Is it still quiet?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
You can hear like maybe the sound of the wind, maybe some crickets, but like man-made kind of noise. No.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough. Jubilee's still gonna just keep an eye on the trees. This is all right.
This is
They're getting closer to the fields. It's fine.
Insight. 13.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
It's the doctor and lightning rolled insight. Gotta check.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, this kid still seems very disoriented, like more so than if he had just like regularly looked at a bright light. And on closer inspection, the glasses are one, fake glasses, and two, seem to have some magic stuff about them. Yeah, he had this child has night vision goggles and immediately stared at a bright light, so he's still a bit dazed.
I think the doctor's gonna stick close to him just to make sure that he's okay. You know, kind of like make sure he doesn't like walk off the road or walk into anything.
Mm.
He's a
Yeah.
doctor. He'll be fine. Or if you need to, you can ride on his shoulders if you'd like. I don't think he'd mind.
He's
He
good.
doesn't have to walk.
He will initially say that he's good. Let's see how good his he's fine. He
Doing
manages to
okay.
stay on the. He's just a little bit blinded, but he can stumble along just fine.
Fair enough. Doctor's still gonna like stay next to him though, just in case.
Very fair.
All right. Well, you walk a little longer, and then you come to something blocking the path. And true to her word, you see some very thick black vines growing out in front of you.
Hmm. Well, good to know we're on the right way. And Jubilee will take out that dagger, the rose dagger, and, well, she said it should be good here. He's gonna try and use that to cut through the vines.
So you go to cut the vine.
Yeah, with the rose dagger that we were given. Big stretch. So, what would that just be? Treat it like a normal dagger, or?
Treat it like a normal dagger.
All right. 6.
15. All right. You slash through it. and then you hear something of like faint shrieks, and you see the vines are starting to withdraw, almost like
Mm.
yes, they're gonna withdraw. And then some of them are actually, some vines in the back, however, they're actually gonna start creeping forward.
Don't try it.
All right, you want to make another attack?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
That's a little better.
Yes. Oh, you slap them. They and these vines, they are retreating very quickly.
Yeah,
It's
Jubilee will
the
move forward after them, just kind of flourishing the dagger, like, don't mess with us. You don't want to get in our way.
I don't think plants are supposed to shriek. That seems like a bad.
Yeah, but they're magic plants.
And
But they don't have mouths.
the doctor's just like, yeah, I don't think these are medical at all.
Can I roll an arcana on the plants?
Sure.
He's still a little bit blinded.
Yes, unfortunately.
So he's just gonna stick close to the nearest tall person. He can't tell who it is right now.
And the doctor's still next to him. And
Fine.
as you're walking through, the vines, they are, parting, but they are closing behind you, and it looks like they might be trying to maybe swipe at your ankles. And if everybody wants to make either acrobatics or, what's another one? Oh, athletics, please.
Decent.
Um.
And then I'll do one.
Yeah. Okay. Acrobatics or athletics?
Either one of those works. And then I will
Pretty good.
one. Go ahead.
All really close to each other. Nice.
Let's just see how the doctor does. Oh, the doctor got swiped.
Oh no!
I think he was too busy trying to make sure that Camille, wasn't going to get harmed. Maybe he stepped in front of one of these vines, that was going for him, and he got swiped. So let me just roll damage. Come on, and then let's see. And it's just a regular D20 for damage.
Oh, heavens.
Okay.
No.
No.
Oh,
For damage,
sorry, I forgot.
yeah. It depends on what it is. I guess usually in this situation it'd be like a D4 or D6, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you want it to be like real bad, in which case you'd use things like D8s or D10s.
Yeah.
So it's just a D4.
Fair enough. Get a little scratched up.
Oh, he took 4 points. Okay,
Ooh,
Oh
max.
no.
Yes, everybody else, you passed it.
Good.
Yes. Let's see. Who? Oh, Jubilee, you probably got very close, to getting swiped, but you probably reflected it with the dagger at the last second.
Yeah.
You gotta stay on your toes on with this plant.
Mm-hmm. He's probably was trying to show off a little bit, and things got a little too close. He had to be serious again. Like,
Yeah, you gotta go back to being
ruined my
serious.
fun.
All right. Okay. Well, you you bypass this plant. You walk out into another small field, and you find that it's a very large clearing, and in the center there's only a large stone tower. And so you can see you're on the very edge of like where you saw those hills when you were walking towards the town. So there's like big rocky, a big rocky wall just kind of surrounding this place. So this is a dead end.
Mm-hmm.
Camille just gives a little sigh, like, wizards.
Yeah. Towers. Is it always gotta be towers?
It looks
All
like
right.
from like where the Rapunzel movie.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of tower.
I think it has something about being about wanting to be taller than people. I don't know.
Can't relate.
If that's the case, you just live in the sky.
Oh, don't give them ideas. They'll actually build something in the sky.
Oh no. Oh no. I got ideas for the next game.
Oh dear.
Well, we might not have given wizards any ideas, but we gave the DM ideas.
Yeah.
That's more dangerous.
Yeah, it probably is. Okay. Well, you can see there in this tower there's a single large wooden door there. So how are you
Yep.
gonna proceed?
Hmm.
Because if anybody doesn't know what they're gonna do, the Doctor and Lightning is just gonna go and see if he can knock on the door.
Yeah.
Uh,
Are there any cracks?
Um, surprisingly not. It looks like it's been repaired.
yeah.
Mhm.
Can't sneak
Camille's-
in.
Yeah. Well, remember, the Doctor wants to go about this like peacefully first.
Yeah.
So you're just gonna let him walk up and knock?
Camille's probably just gonna, like grab onto the doctor's hands to slow him down a bit, and kind of gesture at the nearest tall shape to like go do your thing first.
Mhm. Jubilee is actually hanging back. He's not gonna keep moving forward. He's probably looking at the rest of the group.
Well, I said if nobody else is gonna do, he's gonna pat Camille on the head, just like, oh, don't worry, I'm sure everything will be fine. Don't here, I'll go first. And he's gonna turn away. He's gonna walk right up to the door, and he's gonna
Please
pull.
check if it's trapped.
And he knocks on the door. He's like, "Wait, check for what?" And
Oh.
everybody, roll me a dex saving throw.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
Saw that
boy.
one coming.
Nerds.
Oh. Yep. Towers.
Okay, and then let me do.
Well, this is going about as well as the last time he was faced with a tower in the middle of a field.
Can I grab the small one as I jump back?
Which small one? We got a mouse and we got a 6-year-old.
Oh,
The one that rolled a
this
5.
Oh,
this might sound
And okay, so was Koi or Camille grabbed?
Jesus. I hate to be like, it's like I can't see you, so you're not there. It's like the instinct is to grab the child.
No.
Oh, Wammie, since actually you're kind of short, and the Fletch too, you guys can actually roll again for advantage. I mean, you guys are short, so
And wait, what would that be?
you just roll again, and then if you get a higher
Yeah.
roll, you take that roll.
Mhm.
So
That's a little better.
yeah,
Alright.
and then oh yeah,
That's a
Whoa.
little better.
So
okay.
Camille got grabbed and he's okay now.
Yeah.
Nice. And then yes, and for Koi, you probably missed completely. So let's see, everybody roll. So that was 20, 16, 20, 21, and then Jubilee, you rolled a 7.
7. Yes. 7's his number this game. Ugh.
You were hit. There was a blast of very bright light that just shoots through the door, almost like somebody was just waiting on the other side. The doctor comedically somehow manages to dodge it at the last second with like a really shocked expression on his face. It goes over Koi because this was aimed pretty high, so it wouldn't have gotten him. Mrs. Camille and Elise, you probably ducked or just leaned your head to one side. Either ducked or leaned your head to one side, the blast hit you. Unfortunately, Jubilee, you got hit. Mostly in the shoulder with this.
Yep. Ow. How much is that for what's going on? What do you get hit with even? Beyond just light.
That was a... Oh, sorry, let me pull that up. Oh, come on, you. Sorry, I had it and then I lost it.
Okay.
That was a... Oh, don't tell me I lost it. Sorry, 1 second.
You're good. DMing be like that.
That was Sacred Flame.
Oh, ouch.
Oof.
What is that? It's 1d8's worth of damage, isn't it? I remember that cantrip right.
1d8, yes. Sorry.
Yep. That's... you roll the damage.
And then, I roll the damage?
Oh. Yeah, you cast the spell.
Oh, right. So it's 1d8. I hope I'm doing this right. Oh, it's a 2. 2.
Oh.
Oh.
Nice.
Okay. All right. That's actually pretty. That's actually good. I don't want to hurt anybody like really bad in this game.
He's fine. He can handle it.
It probably just it probably grazed you a bit. Yeah.
Yeah, it singes the patch on his jacket, and he's like, oh, "You kidding me?" That's it. All right, no more being nice. We're gonna punch the nerd out of the way.
As you're saying that, the door is flung open. Just for comedic effect, I see the doctor kind of squished behind it because he was standing right by the door when this happened. You see like this really disheveled young man standing there. He has a wand. Very kind of like Viviana. He looks very tired as well. And he is just shouting. He's like, "Who are you? How did you get here?" It's like, "I will." And he's waving his wand. He doesn't know who to aim at right now. He seems kind of confused. Like maybe kind of woke him up suddenly from his sleep while he was guarding the door.
Oh no.
Okay.
That seems to be okay. Camille's fine. Bright light.
Yeah, like you mentioned it being a bright light. He's okay-ish. It's fine.
Okay. Sir?
It's like, what?
Are you the wizard that lives here?
It's like well, yes, for now. Wait, who are you? Did Viviana send you? And, wait, it's like, you don't look like a resident from this town.
We're not.
Oh. My apologies. And he puts the wand down as the doctor and Lightening kind of closes the door, but like where he was kind of smushed, and he's just kind of rubbing his face where he got smacked.
Oh.
Just like, ow. And
this feels weird. It feels weird to other people, right?
Look.
He's like, so he's just chatting to you, Norv, like, so the mayor sent you out here?
That's we were told you put a curse on the town.
Curse? Well, obviously she would have told you that. It was more of a counter curse, really.
Uh-huh. Listen, I'm going to be very nice because you you attacked me first, and I generally don't take very kindly to that. So,
Sorry,
let's make this simple. Let's make this very, very, very simple. You explain what you mean by A, counter curse, and B, fix it. Or we get to punching, or in my case, stabbing, because now it's very personal.
The doctor's kind of like, okay, calm down, please. No stabbing right now. It was a
And
misunderstanding.
yeah, and if you would like, DM, I can roll intimidation, otherwise we can let it stay.
Well, I guess, if you would like to. So he's probably very tired and still kind of confused. So it
Yeah.
could probably work. You could probably roll an
He is
advantage if you'd like.
he is attempting to intimidate. He's a little like, okay, we're not getting answers. Let's find out what this feud is. Oh, Chewy. That's a 14?
Oh.
Let's see. 14. Um, and, and come on, you. Sorry, my thing's acting up again.
Okay. Technical difficulties happen to all of us.
Yeah, they do.
Mhm.
Well, unfortunately, no. You don't intimidate him. You get very close to it. So while he's not intimidated, he does see that you are actually deathly serious about, what you just said. So he sighs again and tries to explain the best he can. He's like, okay, look, Viviana is my aunt. And it's like, I came here after a trip, and I found out of this town. Yes, the town of Arvendow, which was dying. Everybody was leaving. Everybody was leaving this town. It was kind of headed towards doom, like another abandoned town. But when it came back, it was suddenly flooded with people, and they were all working. They were all happy, and which made no sense. Like so I looked into it, and I found out that these people here, they weren't here willingly. Uh, Viviana did something to them with her magic. She, I don't know, she warped their minds, she changed their bodies so that uh, if they were missing people, nobody's ever gonna recognize them. And I, look, I know you probably think Viviana is like a sweet person, but she's not. She is vain and she is cruel. She will do anything to keep her town running and make sure she is the queen of it. So when I found out about this, I tried to counter it by using the sun. I countered the curse, saying that anybody who touched the sun would return back to normal, and they would be able to leave the town. Unfortunately, unfortunately, uh, Viviana blocked our way, and we were forced to run here. And he looks back at the tower, and you could see there's some people like poking their heads out, see what's going on. And these are actually all the missing townspeople.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Camille he's kind of got a smug little grin on his face because he knew he should have snooped her house. He knew she was
Unfortunately,
We need to
Jubilee looks
punch.
down at the dagger.
There are better ways to make your town more profitable. Like, I know I didn't do well in my economics class, but like tourism, making it a place people want to live, job opportunities. There are better ways to do this than mind control and puppetry.
yes, there is. And fortunately, Viviana's not the kind of person who would, you know, uh, resort to that. She would resort to the most horrible kind of kind of plants. And he goes on to tell you that the curse, obviously, it's only for those within the town limits. So as of now, they're actually outside of it. Like literally just beyond that path is the limit of the town. The thing is that they're unable to leave because as soon as they step into town, the people during the dark, when it's dark, people will turn back into how they were before. The curse will be placed upon them again. Their memories will be wiped, and they will go back to being Viviana's subjects again. And unfortunately, he is too weak to actually try to like battle his way through while trying to protect these people. So they've just been stuck there. And then let's see. You rolled a 23, and then we rolled a 4. What was that? Was that insight? Oh, it was.
It was. Yeah. See, how do we know you're not lying? Because the town people recommend us to go talk to the mayor. Why wouldn't they recommend us to talk to you instead? Interesting.
It's like, well, because those people are brainwashed. It's like,
But you said they were only brainwashed when they're in the sun, but they weren't.
No, it's in the dark. When they're in the dark in the shade, they remain brainwashed. The second the sun touches them, they go back to normal. I unfortunately can't lift the curse from there, but as long as they stay out of this town, that curse will never affect them.
Yeah, Camille did the insight just to... Because he is more willing to buy this story, but also, like, he is... Because he did not like that woman for reasons, but also he is still a detective, so he has to double check to make sure he's telling the truth.
Yeah, he's 100% telling the truth.
Well, there's good news.
And some of the people came out too, and they're like vouching for him. They're like telling you the stories, like the somebody who got lost. They came into the town for the night, and then all of a sudden they woke up and they were in the field during the harvest fest. And somebody else who was, traveling to visit a family member, and again the same thing happened to them. They were all invited to Viviana's house, and then suddenly they were just a part of the town.
All right. Well, good news. There's a train that's being fixed not that far away. It should be able to get everyone away.
Good. I mean, so long as people don't mind sitting alongside cargo.
Yeah, well, I've known some people who jumped on train tracks before, who jumped on train carts before. It's not the worst way to travel.
Oh no, I'm not arguing with you. I just don't know if these people are snobs.
Well, I don't think they have much of a choice at this point. Secondly, does this wizard guy have a hat?
No. He lost it during his counter curse event.
Okay.
Yes, unfortunately.
Gonna I'm gonna reach to see if I can grab his glasses. Just like full transparency, gonna grab glasses. Gonna bring these back. Tell the lady we took care of it. And then while her back is turned, that orb looked really magical.
Yeah, that looked suspect.
Camille nods, because, yeah, he cast Detect Magic on it, and it is indeed extremely magic.
So, yeah. We can distract her, get that away, and smash it somehow.
Seems about
the sorcerer who, his name's Ren, by the way, he agrees. He's like, yes, that is the source of her magic. As soon as her magic is gone and the sun comes up, everybody will be home free.
Okay.
Oh,
As long
it's
as
not going to be that easy, is it?
No, it's not. And look, if you don't have a plan, the plan can't fail. But it's also not a good thing. Because if you don't have a plan, you don't know what's going to happen from point to point. So it's better to have a plan and the plan go bad than not have a plan at all.
I mean, I have a small idea for how I could cause problems for her and then, get things away from the orb. On the other hand, we do need to see if she'll relocate it, or we have to deal with the same problem.
Well, I don't think at this point she would know that nothing isn't going according to plan. Get the just like motions for all of us. Get the idiot adventurers to take care of the problem for you, then placate them with a reward, and then send them on their way.
Or keep us as part of her collection.
Well, that's also a thing that could happen. That would be bad.
What were you gonna say?
Kind of just thinking right now, because yes, plan's good, and if things do go south, maybe it's best to split up to have people who are able to deal with the fallout be at the front and kind of split up a little bit, just to make sure. Brain, please work.
You guys want to take a quick break?
Sure.
Yeah.
Actually, if you wouldn't mind, it's like 12:30 here. Could we possibly pick this up on another day? I just realized what time it is here.
Is that okay with everybody else?
We'd have to work on scheduling it again.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. I just realized I have work in the morning.
Oh, okay.
It's fine. I should have thought of this beforehand.
I'm sorry about that. I don't think I meant this to be as long as it was going. It's supposed to be a short one.
We did go a little bit feral. I mean, it does depend on how much is left, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I can stay up like a little longer, but like
I can go ahead and we could go ahead and like see if we could rush this. We'll just take a quick, maybe 5-minute break and let everybody kind of collect their thoughts real quick.
All right.
Short break. Plan of attack.
Yes. All right. See you in about 5 minutes.
All right.
All right.
Okay. Just gonna get a sip of water.
Yep. So we're gonna go and we're gonna break the orb, and that's what we're gonna do.
Yeah. Yep. I will say Camille's plan is because he imagines that she being magic and specifically maintaining something can probably tell if Ren wasn't taken care of. So currently he's trying to 4D chess this shit out, and sometimes he is a very stupid little 6-year-old because he has a camera that can cast counterspell, and he figures if things go south, at least he has counterspell.
That is very smart.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think she's gonna expect us to just turn around and be like, yeah, by the way, and then attack. We could just surprise around it.
Yeah, his plan was kind of to just like have one of the adults or all of them, depending on whether or not they want to split up, kind of just they can go back. Camille can pretend that he is starting to crash and threw a little tantrum because he is 6, and it would be incredibly normal for a 6-year-old to like throw a tantrum and crash at this hour.
Mm-hmm.
So can just pretend that like he's very sleepy and let her guard down, because why on earth would a 6-year-old try to pull the wool over her eyes? You know?
Backup plan, have the small one with you, so if you get mind controlled, backup plan.
His backup plan is counterspell.
Yeah, backup plan.
Backup plan.
Definitely keeping the barbarian around to fight the wizard is going to be good.
Yeah.
So we have Koi go with. Yes.
Do we have to fight her? She's
I
so
mean,
pretty.
she's evil.
If it all goes well, they won't have to fight her, because he will do his best to be a distraction, while someone else can try and smash the orb. He looks directly at Jubilee.
Yeah, Jubilee is in a bad. He's his mood has soured significantly since getting into this town.
Yeah, like, hey.
Unlike the 6-year-old who's actually awake and drank the coffee, Jubilee is exhausted and grumpy. Yeah.
Congratulations, Wilperson lookalike.
Hey, you figured it out.
I've known the entire time.
Yeah.
Who lookalike?
Wonder who this is an XP of.
Minecraft persons.
What I miss?
We know what we're gonna do.
Yeah,
bit of
a planning.
Yeah. And the planning involves the 6-year-old being the distraction, and we'll see if it goes okay. It's fine. Mm-hmm. But Jubilee does seem like the most capable at sneaking and smashing, so
yeah. Provided the rules start working out. Good lord, my dude. Mm-hmm. Jubilee, please. He's been good at card games, but he hasn't been good at everything else right now.
Card games on motorcycles.
Yeah. He's really good at those. Put him in a casino. He's great. Out of the casino, he's having a little bit of trouble.
He's in his element in the casino.
Yeah, he was. He sure was.
Oh, wow. Okay. All right. So everybody got their break. Everybody got a snack.
Yep.
Everybody.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Okay. So you all head back to the town, I assume. I won't make you go to the vines again. Ren would probably go ahead and use his magic to, clear a path for you.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So you go to town, and you're gonna go back to the mayor's office, I assume. You want to get some more coffee? You probably get another free one if you want.
Nah, he's gotta do his best. Sleepy will not take no for an answer 6-year-old impression. So let's get that prepped. Yeah,
that's pretty good.
Yeah, like you reach the town, and suddenly Camille just droops and looks just for all the world like an extremely sleepy child who is this close to crying about it if you make him go on much longer.
Oh.
One step away from a complete meltdown.
Yeah. It's a little bit weird to see, considering he was just fine a second ago.
So you go to knock on the door again. Viviana again sees you, brings you in, asking you like how it went. Did he You know, what did he say? You know, he probably told you some lies about her, about how, you know, things went, but she was really hoping that maybe you stopped him, or at least spoke to him to convince him.
I was kind of just rubbing his eyes a little bit, like, I'm sleepy. I want to go to bed.
And, well, you rolled a 22, so you've convinced her, and she's just like, oh, you poor thing, and she's just taking you, like, oh, maybe I should just put you up in a room for the night, and the doctor's gonna go ahead and, like, just go on some sort of lecture about how it's good for kids to get their sleep, and telling her all the pros and cons for it, you know, doing his thing.
Yep.
Alright.
And
Camille's...
she is distracted at the moment.
Yep.
Cool. Could I say I could roll stealth with an advantage because of that?
Sure.
Because Jubilee is breaking off from the group that are sticking around her. He's gonna go try and get by that orb. There you are, my boy. That's a 23.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's also a UP18, so just things are quiet, and he's just gonna slide a little bit. He's not as flat as you'd think a UP18 should be, but he's pretty stealthy. Going over to that case where he remembers she was keeping the orb.
And you gotta remember, there's the glass case. You're gonna have to try to pick that up.
Yeah. Is there some way that he could describe the case for me?
Just a very it's like standing on a podium. It's got like a cushion in it, and it's just a box, but the top of it is just just glass. There are hatches on the back, and there is a keyhole there.
Fair enough. Let's see if we can pick this lock. That's right, we get plus proficiency. Ugh. That's ironic. That's 10.
And I should probably roll to see if maybe I didn't notice them, but I will roll with I'll go ahead and roll with disadvantage
because there's a very determined baby in front of you.
Yes, there is. So what was that roll? Intelligence or wisdom or investigation?
Like perception?
Oh, right.
See if she would hear anything amiss.
I will roll with
Disadvantage.
I'm gonna roll with disadvantage. Okay.
There you go. The child is very distracting.
Yeah, she turns around to look because maybe she heard something, but then Camille is letting out a little whine and doing grabby hands at her.
She's gonna go ahead and pick him up.
Poor dear.
While they're doing that, Jubilee's over there. Well, what are the rest of you guys doing?
I think Elsie will be waiting for the right moment, and then is going to try to disperse the cloud.
Nice.
Waiting outside.
Alright, in case something goes wrong.
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, I might need someone to catch me. I don't have Featherfall. I say that as soon as I go in the air.
Oh no.
And you're outside?
Yeah.
If you want, the doctor can move outside, you know, like just to say, you know, he's gonna check up, make sure, you know, check on the other guys. Real quick, so he'll move out there. I think Camille's got it handled with Viviana, distracting Viviana. He's gonna move outside. He's gonna stand there and make sure that, you know, to catch you if you fall. Okay, it's all in place. So Now, how are you guys gonna proceed? You failed the lock pick again. You failed the lock pick. Are you gonna try it again? Are you just gonna smash it?
Yeah. Oh, well. When all else fails, this is fine. He'll quick smash the glass.
Oh boy.
Oh, she is going to hear that. She's gonna whip around and she's just signing frantically, like, "What are you doing?" And oh, you see her expression change from like the whole sweet, gentle person to the very, very pissed off expression, and she even like throws Camille away, like, and she's gonna focus her attention on you now.
Alright, I guess Camille's gotta make a deck save because he just got yeeted.
Yeah, he did.
Yeet! Oh dear child.
Well, I mean, it's better than it's better than her holding on to him and using him as a hostage.
I think she was too flustered to do that. So.
Yeah, it's fine. He does a perfect little slide landing. In fact, almost like he's used to getting yeeted.
We'll be concerned about that later.
Probably wasn't aiming at anything. She just kind of like tossed him to get him out of the way. So
yeah,
it was.
Well, about this, you see, firstly, no one's loyalty is gained until coin is exchanged, and he is going to take the rose dagger that he was given and use it to try and smash that orb.
Smash the orb.
Guess you should roll a strength for that one.
Okay. What is your... That's fine. This is fine. He's very strong. Oh, he is very strong.
Yeah. Oh, geez.
I mean, he is fueled by rage.
He is. He's very irritated. It's been a long day. He's been stressed out. He's paranoid. The train broke down. He's trying to get away. And everything is falling apart. And now there's a town full of brainwashed people. This orb is gonna be his improvised stress ball.
Yeah.
To get in, you whack the dagger on it, and it cracks all the way like around it. And there is magic now seeping out of it, like a lot of it. And Viviana was gonna make an attack on you, but now she's just gonna try to dive to grab her crystal ball, basically. Yeah, I should do 8. I mean, if you're faster than her, you could pull it out of her hands.
I mean, Elsie over here on Plan B.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if anybody wants to come in and like,
would we have
her because you're all behind her.
I'd suppose contested initiative to see who would reach the orb first.
What if Camille cast catapult and tried to kick something at her?
You can. I should roll. See, what would speed banner again? Like makes a dash.
Genuinely, I think for the order of who acts first, initiative is definitely the rule that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. Our initiative.
Okay. Let's see. The one thing Swashbuckler is really good for.
Yeah.
Love it. Add your charisma.
Okay.
Yeah, Camille goes last because he was yeeted.
A little thrown off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm last, but I'm on Plan B over here. Don't mind me.
Yeah.
And then, I need to roll for the doctor really quick. Just give me a second. Come on. 1 second.
Just in case to keep an eye on everything.
Alright, so he's 12. So that was starting from here. Okay, so Jubilee, you are first.
Yep. I see that she's going to try and take the orb. And Jubilee is, well, he's standing right next to it. Yoink! That's his now.
Indeed.
And he is gonna, well, run back over by his allies to make it a lot harder for her to come after him to try and get this away from him. Welcome to Keep Away.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I think Camille's the only one inside right now, so you run back
Fine.
over to the 6-year-old.
That's fine. Hey kid, do you want something to kick?
Oh, always.
Alright, so the next up, I believe, is actually Viviana.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Right. She sees you run over there. She's gonna cast a spell at you.
Oh dear.
Counterspell.
She's gonna cast Ray of Frost.
Okay.
But yeah, Camille has a toy camera that allows him to cast Counterspell once per day, which is a reaction.
Oh, so
So
he can use it, like, can
yeah,
use it as a turn?
yeah, it's a reaction which you take when you see a creature within 60 feet of you casting a spell.
Alright, well, that works.
Yeah, and so he grabs the little toy camera that was hanging around his neck and just snaps a picture, and the spell fizzles out.
And it probably blinded her momentarily, too.
Mm-hmm.
See how you like the Flash.
Elsie sneezes from up in the sky. Someone's talking shit.
He's just taking a page out of your book. You inspired him.
You're teaching this child how to survive in this world.
Exactly.
Fight dirty. Blind your opponents.
Yeah, counterattack. Alright,
Mm-hmm.
next up, I think, was the doctor. And, well, he's a healer, so he doesn't exactly want to hurt anybody, but if you want to pass the orb to him, he'll take it so that if Viviana comes back, then the attention will be on to him now.
No, I think there's a child who wants to kick a ball. And we have a very fragile ball that can be kicked.
Alright, so...
Yeah, he can ready an action for if he wants to do something after a certain thing happens.
Okay. Yeah, he'll probably withhold his turn. Yeah, he's not a fighter. He's not too sure exactly what he's gonna do next, but he's prepared to do something. Okay, so next up was Camille.
It's kick time.
Yep. The ball was held out to Camille, so he can easily take it.
Oh,
yeah, Camille.
Wammie, did you roll?
Nope.
Oh.
Roll initiative.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm completely lost, to be completely honest.
Oh. Unless you just want to go ahead and just go last if you like. Oh, let's see.
All right.
You would have. Yeah, you would
Yeah,
have
so
gone before Camille.
Yeah, Camille hasn't taken his turn yet, so we can shift to our good old mouse friend.
Unless you want to withhold your turn, and then.
I'll just withhold.
Alright.
Alright.
They're both outside, so yeah, they're gonna withhold.
Okay. So Camille takes the proffered orb with a little grin. He takes like 1 second to ponder the orb. As he
always
must.
ponder the orb.
And then he's gonna cast catapult. So make a dex save.
This bitch empty. Yay!
We have pondered the orb. We are done with the orb. Yeet!
So the orb needs to make a dex save. Or,
Yeah,
or Viviana
catapult
does it.
is.
Viviana has to.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah, I think the orb would automate. Oh, dang.
Dang it.
Oh, yeah, she would catch that.
Why would you throw it towards her?
Well, I mean, I would
I don't
probably
think it's a
still
catch.
have
I think it's
to-
going too fast.
Yeah, the object flies in a straight line up to 90 feet in a direction you choose before falling to the ground, stopping early if it impacts against a solid surface. So when the object strikes something, the object and what it strikes each take 3d8 bludgeoning damage. So even if she touches it, that orb's getting smashed.
Oh. So with the 19, she would have caught it, I believe.
I think only monks can catch projectiles.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the dex save was to dodge out of the way, and it would still go in a straight line.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Though she can catch it, but she would probably still. She and the object would both still take damage, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because she's not a monk.
No. So I think
Alright.
she sees it flying at her. She kind of and she leans back a bit. And it kind of zip past her, maybe taking off a few strands of hair.
Yeah. And takes 9 damage, so is that enough to shatter the orb?
It is not. You are 1 hit point away from shattering.
Oh boy.
It bounces off a wall. Probably makes a huge indent in there. This thing is barely holding on. You could just looking at it, you could tell the glass is just ruined, but it's still in an orb shape. And see who is next up. Oh, Elise, you are next. Are you still outside?
Yeah. Do I hear the commotion as I'm blasting the storm cloud away?
You most certainly heard the impact of the orb against the wall.
Ooh.
Everybody else did too.
Yeah.
This is gonna be kind of silly.
We like silly.
Can I see the orb?
Yes, it bounced off the wall. It's just kind of rolling there on the floor. Everyone's probably a decent distance from it.
Okay.
It's right in the middle of the room.
I'm gonna let my castings drop because of the storm sorcerer shenanigans. I can kind of weirdly manipulate my velocity upwards. So I'm just gonna drop from the sky, go down, and then once I'm in range, I'm gonna shoot out a lightning lure and try to hit the ball and just yank it towards the outside.
Okay.
Welcome to Keep Away, lads.
Yeah.
Monkey
That's
in the
not how
middle.
you yeet. This is how you yeet.
Awesome.
All right, lightning lure. Target must succeed a strength save. It's an orb.
It's an orb.
I don't think the orb has a strength.
I'm gonna do 1d8 damage and pull it towards me.
And I made a mistake. It's actually on. There's actually 2 hit points left on it. My bad. Not 1 hit point.
That's fine.
That's fair.
Even still, literally just 1 more hit's gonna destroy this.
There we go.
So, yes, you probably tap this thing, and it shatters.
Yeah, so it just gets whipped around with this light rope, just wrap, and then just yank, and it just pulls it apart like.
Like you just squeezed it a bit and it.
Too many rubber bands on a watermelon.
Yeah, just like that.
Yep.
And in with that, there's a tremendous force that just pushes out like throughout the town. The ground starts to tremble violently. Everything is shaking. The townspeople and anybody in their shops who were still in there, they run out like now in a panic, not sure what the heck's going on. And just as this is happening, the morning sun is starting to rise.
Oh boy.
The clouds above them are starting to disperse. Viviana is freaking out. She's trying to hold on, trying to put the pieces back together, and then she's trying to keep the cloud cover, but she can't do both at the same time. In her magic, you could see it's just draining from her.
Oh, I would absolutely be helping that cloud go away.
And with that, the light starts to shine down, and the people who are clearly like taken unawares, they look up. A lot of them actually had their had taken some of their layers off as they were going to sleep that night, and the sun touches them, and they all start to transform. Some who were human turn into human, Toonkind. Some who were Toonkind turn back into human or other races. They're rubbing their eyes, they're looking around, they're all very confused as to why they're here. And how do you react to this?
Oh,
They did it.
It is done. And unlike the child who was throwing a tantrum for show because he was tired, Jubilee is genuinely very exhausted. He looks around, dusts his hands off. If any of you need me, or if there's anything like, say, pay, I'm going to be at the train station. I'm getting some bloody sleep. And he is stomping off.
Yeah.
He has had enough of this.
Okay.
Elsie is going to like kind of try to keep herself levitated and just celebrate. It's like, yeah, tyranny. I don't know what's going on. This all seemed kind of back. I don't know.
Just a random adventure that you guys just kind of stumbled into.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry. Camille's used to it.
I'm just gonna pick up the two halves of the ball. It's like, I know someone who could probably keep this safe.
The doctor's like, oh, I also know somebody who keeps safe. In fact, my colleague back at the... and he's gonna go on another one. His rants.
I'm just gonna put it into my bag because I don't have a hammer space.
Like, oh, okay.
Deal with this when I find a way there.
Alright, well, in the wake of this, people are celebrating. And by celebrating, I mean they are, now that they're aware of what's going on, they are packing their stuff and they are getting ready to go.
Right, there's a train not far away. I'm sure if you collectively puppy dog eye the conductor, they'll let you all on. Move!
Or put a knife to his throat. I'm sure that would work too.
Also, anarchy would also work.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out on the way.
From the distance, you see Ren and the rest of the town people showing up. You know, the sun is back. They're able to leave. And Ren is thanking you, saying, thank you for, helping break this curse of the town. And he's gonna pay you. He probably took it from like Viviana's safe or something.
Yeah.
Gives each of you 30 gold.
Nice. Yeah. Camille will bring the gold to Jubilee.
He'll appreciate it.
Yeah.
I just refuse the gold.
Koi refused
Look,
gold?
Yeah.
Pays for like this pays for like rent for a couple of months. Heck yeah, I'm taking it.
Koi doesn't want any reward?
I did not. I literally did nothing.
No, you can still take it. It's fine. You still helped. You're part of the group.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. And just to let's see, how many items did you guys get? You got
Dagger.
a dagger. Someone got a
I-
scarf.
Yeah, I got the scarf.
I had the tea that she gave me.
Oh yeah, you got the little enchanted bottle that could hold the 2 liters of water.
I have a broken pondering orb.
You can. I'm gonna give you something. See, so Ren is going to reach into his bag. He's going to pull out. Let me see. Alright, here's a question for you. Would you rather have something that you can use as a bed or something you can use as a flashbang?
Flashbang.
Flashbang? Okay. He's gonna give you. I'll describe it as they say. Liquid sunlight.
Ooh.
It's captured sunlight. And again, you can use it as a flashbang, smashing it on the ground. And you guys are going to have to roll a dex saving throw to try and counter that.
I need to find
of course.
some very
Elsie
strong
gets
string and a rave. I'm gonna have the best party favor.
Look at the party. And you blind everybody there.
Yeah, very ironic considering.
You blind everyone, including yourself.
Mm.
Oh my god.
But the aesthetic, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
You go out with a blast, and nobody will ever forget you. You'll be known as that guy.
For better or worse.
I'm just picturing it like shake it and it works like a glow stick when you crack them.
Yes.
And then-
Yes.
Okay,
Perfect.
Yes, that's perfect. You could use it as a glow stick, shaking it. It's a one-time use if you smash it though.
Yeah, that's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
Neon aesthetic somewhere.
Yes. Alright, so and now with all of your rewards, you're all gonna head back to the train station. I mean, it's morning. You guys have been up all night.
Yeah, Camille is gonna make sure that Ren can take care of Viviana first.
Yeah, Viviana. She's still there sobbing over the fact that she just kind of lost her little quote-unquote kingdom.
Can I approach her?
Economics. Look it up. Find a better way to make a town. And Elsie starts leaving.
Yeah, Camille does nudge Koi over because you're the one who liked this lady best. You go talk.
Yes.
She's not very
Yes.
she's probably inconsolable right now. But I mean, if you want to say something to her, you don't have to say anything to her.
Oh yeah.
She probably doesn't deserve, anything anyway.
We all deserve second chances.
Well,
All right. Time for a Christmas roll.
oh,
I try to
It's
comfort her by
mm,
trying to go into her hand.
and she pulls it away. She is not interested. She does not want to be comforted right now.
Fuck you and your friendship.
No.
Rude.
Yeah, she doesn't even
very
have
rude.
magic to attack you again, which she probably would have if she had any.
Horrible, terrible lady.
So I think in the gonna wait because the doctor's probably gonna pick up Koi and just be like, sorry, I don't. There's some people you just can't help. And he's probably gonna pass him off to maybe Elise or sorry, Elsie.
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 Pass him off to Elsie again, because he saw him like in her pocket before. He probably figures that's probably more comfortable.
Come on, people are just mean sometimes. Let's get back to the train. And then Elsie thinks about it for a second. Right, the train. Motion sickness.
That's.
Alright, so we all head back to
Camille.
the train. Oh.
Yeah. On the way back, Camille does take out more motion sickness things to give to Elsie.
Nice. Y'all get back to the train. There is anarchy. People are demanding to be let on. The stuff there, they just finished up, but they weren't expecting this kind of crowd. They never seen this amount of people trying to get on the train. So yeah, at some point they let them all on. You guys are probably now in a much more packed train.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you still got your seats again. Some people are probably in the cargo area.
Camille has probably taken a seat next to Jubilee. One, so that way he doesn't have to sit next to some random stranger, and two, to give Jubilee his gold.
Nice. It is much appreciated. Jubilee's like half awake at this point. So also he's one of the only ones that didn't accept the offer of caffeine. So he wakes up a little bit, sees Camille like, oh, thanks, kid. And takes his gold, then just shoves it up his sleeve into his hammer space, pops the collar of his jacket a little bit, and goes right to sleep in the chair.
I'm sure everybody here is probably gonna have a nap on the train, or try to. I know some of us here are motion sickness.
Yeah. I think Elsie will, once the train starts getting up to speed, she's gonna try to like find a spot on the roof of the train because she likes feeling the breeze.
Nice.
No, the doctor in Lightning would offer her a pillow. He pulls it out of his hammer space.
I don't want to throw up on your pillow.
Oh, that's fine. If you're tired, laying on a hard surface is not very good for your back or your neck. But he insists that you take it.
All right. Just like in the back of her mind, she's always been jealous that she doesn't have hammer space. Her little sister does, but she doesn't.
Mm.
Half tunes. Sometimes you just have to roll the lottery and see what you get. It's fine.
And then,
She's come to terms with it. It's just like in the back of her mind, it's like, God, that's so useful.
Honestly, the majority of stuff in his hammer space and in his pockets is just like medical things.
I'm expecting like a fumble roll. It's like a self-help book. All right. A bottle
Pack of Band-Aids, a lollipop, some stickers.
He probably does have a stash of suckers like in his pocket to give the patients.
A natural one on that roll get you a chainsaw. What?
Well, chainsaws were originally used for. Actually, I'll let you look that up later.
Yep.
Look up the original use of chainsaws. Seriously.
If you're squeamish, though, do not.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a medical thing. I'll let you know.
It is a medical thing, so if you're squeamish, do not look up the original purpose of chainsaws.
I'm just picturing that info post of what was it? It was a doctor who failed so bad at a one of those like observation surgeries that he ended up killing 2 people in shock and his patient. So in one operation, he killed 3 people.
This is fine.
Didn't another person die from infection?
I don't remember.
Probably.
Because I remember that.
I think someone died of shock, and the nurse died because the removal also happened to her, and she later died of infection. Maybe, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Goodness.
It was so weird.
And on that note.
Okay, so everybody gets to their destination. I'm sure everybody goes you all have a good nap. You all go to sleep. And then you arrive at the next station. Yeah, you're in a town now, like an actual legit town. Everything is nicer, nothing's run down. And
well,
and then who's carrying the crystal shards?
that would be me.
Oh, do you have them on you?
Yeah, they would be in a bag.
Okay. Give me just a second.
I have the broken pondering orb.
Oh. That wouldn't do it. You can see that when you look in your bag, somebody has actually been fumbling around with it. The orb pieces were still there, but somebody has tried to get into your.
That's not good.
I mean, there's like 78 people on this train now. Yeah. It's like, dude, okay, look, if you wanted one of the candy bars, you could just ask.
Or just ask the doctor. He's got suckers.
Oh wait, I need to check if I have the. Okay, I have the. I have the business card. It'd be very bad to lose.
Alright, well, on that note, everybody gets off, all the people getting off, they're all like talking about where they're gonna go, they're gonna find their families, they're gonna go to the police, yada yada yada. And I'm sure everybody here goes their separate ways.
Fine, Jubilee's walking along, he sees a poster, rips said poster down, because nobody needs to see a wanted poster with his face, he just should probably keep moving through town. Mm-hmm. It's fine.
Okay, I'm gonna roll perception on that.
Go ahead.
Okay, yeah, he got blinded last night, and he did not sleep on the train.
Just see how stealthy Juby is. Well,
oh my god. But
Jubilee isn't totally awake either. He's not paying attention to the kid. He's like, yeah, this is just a kid. That's not a detective I need to worry about.
You rip down the poster. You turn around. The kid is staring blearily eyed right at you. And then he just turns and walks away. He's too tired to be dealing with this. He needs another coffee. He has school this morning.
If anyone is interested in a fun idea for an FPS, not sure if it would go through or because time zones, Elsie is walking off to a different forest.
Oh, wonderful. Camille, before they went their separate ways, Camille probably did exchange contact information. Not really for himself, more for a certain detective that he works under, named Moria. So if you need him, just call her. She's totally not his guardian. It's just an apprenticeship. Don't worry about it.
Okay, we'll call your mom and tell you where you are.
Yeah.
Do not tell her.
Well, oh my gosh. So we're definitely gonna snitch to Moria now.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, Koi, what are you gonna do? Are you just gonna tag along for the ride with these guys?
Just gonna go to the soda bar and sulk.
Another soda bar and sulk.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Hey, you could probably fill up your little bottle there with some.
Fill me up. Slaps down the flask. Okay. Glug, 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 glug.
Just drinking the tea,
what the
just
hell?
remembering her.
The one that got away.
Oh, maybe another time. And honestly, that 10 there, that was actually for the very last bit. I promise I'll end it soon. Elise, you felt something touch your bag again. Maybe someone was trying to grab it.
Gonna
As you're
like
walking
look
out
in it
of the
real
shop.
quick. Yeah, look around real quick. Check. I have lightning hands. I know how to use them.
Well, you're walking out of the crowd, so there's like a lot of people like were pushing past you, probably bumping into you.
Yeah, do I still have it?
Let's see. I rolled a 10, so with that probably wouldn't beat your I would say perception.
Passive perception? No.
No. Yes. So I'm sure it failed the sleight of hand the first time, and it failed this time. But yeah, you might want to be careful because it looks like somebody might be trying to get those things from you.
Okay. Really away.
Really?
Air wheelie ways.
Alright, so everybody went their own way. Right?
Off onto new adventures.
And apparently to snitch on Camille's totally not mom.
Yep.
And as you all go in your opposite direction, the doctor steps up. The last person to step out. Or from the crowd, rather. He looks in each direction, and he just sighs and says, I almost had it. Oh well, maybe another day. And he's gonna walk off in somewhere to parts unknown.
Totally not ominous.
Good luck, buddy. You ain't getting this where it's going.
Oh, believe me, he's not the only one behind that.
This is fine.
The only thing I have to say is if you listen to Which Way to Which Way, that you'll get an idea of where this is going.
Which way to which way? Alright, I'll have to listen to that. Okay, well, that's the end. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
This was fun.
It was very fun, thank you.
I gotta go to bed. Good night.
Good
Yeah,
night.
I also got it. But okay, thank you everyone for playing.
Thanks for being
Thank
here.
you, yes. Thank you, future audience, for listening.
Yeah.
And we will see you next time. Bye bye.
Bye,
Adios.
everybody. Bye.
Alright. Recording has been stopped.